How good and how pleasant it is for brothers and sisters to dwell together in peace and in harmony.
Hello, everyone. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat
It's
Shalom.
Shabbat.
So excited. Let's start with a little singing.
Shalom.
Wave hello to someone far away from you. Wave hello and say hallelujah. 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 Give a high five to someone who's near you or to yourself. Give a high five and say, woohoo! Give a high five to someone who's near you. Give a high five and say, hallelujah. 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 I came up with a new variation. It goes like this. Dance around as if you're a Muppet. Dance and shout in your best Muppet voice. Shabbat Shalom!
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom! Shabbat Shalom!
Dance around as if you're a Muppet. Dance around and sing. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
Good morning, friends. Shabbat Shalom. We are so glad that you are here. We are so happy to be with you. You're watching online. If you haven't said something in the chat so we know who's watching, please tell us. We are so excited that you are here. We are so excited to get to be together virtually for a little Becker Shabbat experience. What are we singing next?
One of my faves, Shabbos is here, because sometimes we say good Shabbos, everyone, a little Yiddish. So get ready to move with us. We go. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. I'm gonna clap my hands, cause I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. I'm gonna clap my hands, cause I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. I'm gonna clap my hands. I'm gonna stomp my feet, cause I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. I'm gonna clap my hands. I'm gonna stomp my feet, cause I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. I'm gonna clap my hands. I'm gonna stomp my feet. I'm gonna nod my head, cause I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. I'm gonna clap my hands. I'm gonna stomp my feet. I'm gonna nod my head, cause I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. Hey, Shabbos is here. Oh, I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here. around. Cause I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. I'm gonna clap my hands, I'm gonna stomp my feet, I'm gonna nod my head, I'm gonna wiggle around. Cause I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. Shabbos is here, Shabbos is here. I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. Oh, Shabbos is here, Shabbos is here. I'm so glad that Shabbos is here. Jazz hands for the finish. Woo!
I'm so happy that we got a chance to wiggle around because sometimes I get up and I really need a good wiggle. I don't know about you guys. It's really good for me to start with a wiggle too. So now that we're wiggled out, can you guys help me? I think there are so many ways that we are at home and thinking about this very thing, about how we can make the world a better place. So with my friends at home, with your help, if you think of a way to make the world a better place, you're welcome to join in the chat. I have one eye over here on my phone, but we will start with building a better world, kind of like our Bim Bom hands. Get those warmed up. We're building a better world, and then we make the world round and big with our hands. We're building a better world. We're building a better world. And I'm not wearing a watch, but it looks like Rabbi and Cantor have a watch on. One person at a time. This will be my pretend watch. And then we're gonna make the world go round. And today I wanna make a W with my fingers. So an extra challenge is to make a W with your fingers, and you can make the world go round like this. And the world goes round and round, and the world goes round and round and round, and the world goes round and round, and the world goes round and round and round. Okay, so I have a suggestion which I love. Lily says we make the world a better place by making magic. I think the world does need some magic. So let's sprinkle some magic on the world. We're making the world with magic. We're making the world with magic. Thank you, Lily. We're making the world with magic. One person at a time. And the world goes round and round. And the world goes round and round and round. And the world goes round and round. And the world goes round and round and round. Oh my goodness, I'm loving these suggestions. So Luca says, helping others. We can make the world a better place by helping others. I wonder what we should do. Maybe we could shake a hand. If you're with someone, you can shake their hand, or you can shake your own hands. We're making the world a better place by helping others. We're making the world a better place by helping others. We're making the world a better place by helping others. Thank you, Luca. One person at a time. And the world goes round and round. And the world goes round and round and round. And the world goes round and round. And the world goes round and round and round. Oh my goodness, Etta, I love this suggestion. Etta says we can make the world a better place with equality. What a big word. What a big word. How should we do equality, Rabbi? What do you think is something we could do with our body to show equality?
Can we make a little scale with our body?
Ooh, like a scale. Oh, I like that.
Which is different than that.
In the world, we have to have a certain face to make it look like we're not saying I don't know, right? So let's see. We're building a world with equality. I like it. We're building a world with equality. We're building a world with equality. Thank you, Etta. One person at a time. And the world goes round and round. And the world goes round and round and round. And the world goes round and round. And the world goes round and round and round. It looks like the Seagull kids are suggesting to not litter, which I think is a very great suggestion, and to not be mean. So can we, let's roll that into one, shall we? We're building a world with not being mean by not littering. So maybe we'll wag our fingers saying don't litter. It's not good for the environment. We're building a world by not being mean and not littering. We're building a world with not being mean and don't litter. One person at a time, and the world goes round and round, and the world goes round and round and round, and the world goes round and round, and the world goes round and round and round. Does anyone want to add? Cantor, do you have anything that you want to add to the song?
Well, I always love as the one we usually do. It's so good.
Me too. And you know what? I could use a hug. So let's give ourselves a hug, or if you're with someone today, you can give them a hug. We're building a world with love. We can't have enough of love. We're building a world with love. We're building a world with love. One person at a time. And the world goes round and round. And the world goes round and round and round. And the world goes round and round. And the world goes round and round and round. Thank you for your help, friends. And if you have any other things that you want to build a better world with, I suggest that you can sing that at home with your families.
That was so
Are
good.
we ready to bim bomb?
We've built a better world already, and now we're ready to bim bomb. Here we go. We have our bim bomb hands warmed up from that last song. Bim bomb, bim 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 bomb, bim 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 bomb, cheery beery beery bim bomb, bim 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 bomb, bim 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 bomb. Here we go. Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, oh, spin. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat shalom, hey! Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, beery 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 bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, shh. Shabbat shalom, shh. Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, shh.
That sound we made, shh, is the very first sound of Shema. So we are going to say our Shema. We're going to sit or stand with nice, quiet, and straight bodies as we get ready to say Shema.
Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. Who is going to light the candles? Miss Sarah, you going to light the candles? Yay! Friends at home, you can bring in the light like this and sing along with us as we bring in the light together. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat. Bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. Let Haligner Shel Shabbat. Shabbat, Shalom. May you have a peaceful day, Shabbat, Shalom. May you have a restful day, Shabbat, Shalom. A special day for us to rest, Shabbat, Shalom. Let's all take a big deep breath. And bring in the light, bring in the light, bring in the light of Shabbat. We light the lights of Shabbat.
Up. Someone help me with the tune.
Baruch atah.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Thank you.
Shabbat shalom.
Beautiful. Shabbat shalom.
You ready? Does everyone have their cup? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
L'chaim.
L'chaim.
Delicious.
We're gonna the challah.
Ooh, challah.
Beautiful.
Oh, what a beautiful challah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lehem min haaretz. Amen. Ooh, right for the middle.
Good job, Ruby.
The middle's the best. That made me want to sing, oh, what a beautiful challah. Oh, what a... Okay. But I'm actually going to sing this instead.
That one.
Challah in the oven, gonna watch it rise. Challah in the oven, gonna watch it rise. Challah in the oven, gonna watch it rise. Right before my very eyes.
I'm gonna knead the dough and make it light. I'm gonna knead the dough and make it light. I'm gonna knead the dough and make it light. Gonna twist and braid so it's nice and tight.
Challah in the oven, gonna watch it rise. Challah in the oven, gonna watch it rise. Challah in the oven, gonna watch it rise. Right before my very eyes.
With the grown-ups' help, we're gonna take it out while it's nice and hot. We're gonna take it out while it's nice and hot. We're gonna take it out while it's nice and hot. Gonna eat it up right on the spot.
Challah in the oven, gonna watch it rise. Challah in the oven, gonna watch it rise. Challah in the oven, gonna watch it rise. Right before my very eyes. That felt so real, Rabbi Fixler.
It's based on a true story. That really happened to me. Is it time
for a little dancing? Before we get ready for our story, we're going to do a little bit of dancing. So here we go. Shabbat, Shabbat. Shabbat, Shabbat. Shabbat, Shabbat. Shabbat, Shabbat. We're gonna light the candles. Gonna light the candles for Shabbat. Two very special candles. Yes, let me see those candles. Lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Shabbat, Shabbat. Shabbat, Shabbat. was some awesome dancing, you guys. Now we're ready for our story.
I worked up like a real Shabbat schwitz on that song. I'm exhausted. That's more exercise than I've gotten in months. Okay.
Welcome.
Thank you. No, that's good. It's really good. That's Shabbat aerobics. Tune in every week. So I want to tell you a story this morning. And the story that I want to tell you is about a woman who is called the bird catcher. And the bird catcher lived a long time ago in a town far, far away, a town that was called Minsk. And the bird catcher lived in Minsk, and her job, as you might imagine, was to catch birds. Every day she would go out into the forest and she would catch birds and she would put them in cages and she would bring those cages to the marketplace and she would sell the birds and people would buy them. And in the morning she would go out looking for birds, and in the afternoon she would bring them back and sell them. And one day she was looking for birds and she looked and looked and she didn't see any birds, and she wandered deeper, deeper into the forest than she had ever been before. And then from a distance, she spotted a beautiful rainbow colored bird. It was red and blue and green and orange and yellow and violet and indigo. And she saw that bird and she said, if I could catch that bird, he will fetch a pretty penny. And so she very carefully snuck up behind the bird with her special bird catching sack. And she waited just really quietly. And then she put the sack on the bird and she got the bird and she held the bird and she had the rest of the sack closed and she got the bird and she had the bird in the sack and she was so excited and she thought this bird is going to bring a pretty penny. And then from inside the sack, she heard the words, please let me go. And she couldn't have heard that from inside the sack because she'd never heard a bird talk before. And she listened and the bird, and something inside the sack said, please let me go. And she had to open up the sack just a little bit. And she looked inside the sack and the bird looked up at her and said, please let me go. And she said, oh my God, a talking bird, that's terrifying. And the bird said, yes, I know, I'm a talking bird. Can you please let me go? And she said, I've never seen a talking bird before. And the bird said, well, I'm a talking bird. I don't know what to tell you. Can you please let me go? And the woman said, I can't let you go because I can fetch a pretty penny for a talking bird. And the talking bird said, if you let me go, I'll give you 3 pieces of wisdom. And the woman said, well, I don't know. I can make a lot of money with a talking bird, but 3 pieces of wisdom do sound pretty nice. So she decided she would let the bird go. So she took her sack and she opened it up and the bird sort of stumbled out and the bird looked at her and the bird brushed himself off and he was very flustered and very angry. And she said, all right, I'll take my 3 pieces of wisdom now. And the bird said, first, do not believe the unbelievable. Second, do not regret what you have done. And third, do not try to do the impossible. Those were the bird's 3 pieces of advice. Do not believe the unbelievable. Do not regret what you have done. Do not try the impossible. And with that, the bird flew up into the tree. And the woman looked at the bird and she sort of was thinking about those pieces of wisdom. And she was like, I don't know if that was worth it because I could have gotten a pretty penny for that bird. And the bird was up in the tree. And then the bird looked down at her and said, you shouldn't have let me go. I lay golden eggs. And the woman thought, a bird that lays golden eggs will fetch even more money than a rainbow bird and even more money than a talking bird. I must have a bird that lays golden eggs. So she started to climb up the tree because she instantly regretted letting that bird go. So she started to climb up the tree and she got to the branch where the bird was, and the bird scooched a little bit down the branch and she went out very carefully on the branch, and the bird scooched a little bit down the branch and she went out very carefully onto the branch, and the branch was getting thinner and thinner, and the bird kept scooching and the branch was getting thinner and thinner until finally the branch broke and she fell down to the ground and she hurt her back. And she was looking up at the bird, and the bird said, you didn't listen to my wisdom. The bird said, I gave you 3 pieces of wisdom and you didn't listen to any of them. I said, don't believe the unbelievable, And then the minute I told you that I laid golden eggs, you believed me. And then I said, don't regret what you had done. And the minute you learned that I laid golden eggs and believed me, you regretted what you had done. And I said, don't try to do the impossible. But because your regret was so strong, you went out on a branch you knew you shouldn't have been out on, and you fell and you hurt your back. And then with that, the bird flew away and was never seen or heard from again. And my advice, my blessing for you on this Shabbat is that you take the bird's advice. You take the bird's advice and you don't believe things that people tell you. If it doesn't sound true, it probably isn't true. And you can always ask a grown-up to help you look up and find out if it's true. And if you're a grown-up and you hear something that isn't true, use Snopes.com, because that's the best resource for finding out if something's true or not. And my piece of advice is that, like, regret can help us to have better behavior when it's something we shouldn't have done. But if we spend a lot of time living in regret and living with sadness about what we should have done or shouldn't have done, it makes it hard for us to move forward. And my third piece of advice is that we can do almost anything we set our minds to, but when we try and do things that we know are impossible, we can end up getting hurt or hurting people we love. So my advice to you is, just like the bird said, do not believe the unbelievable, do not regret what is in the past, and do not try and do the impossible. Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you for that beautiful story. And with the story in mind, I now invite you all to cuddle close with your grown-ups and your kids, because it is time for our family blessing. And so we start with our grown-ups. Repeat after me. You are a blessing.
You are a blessing
Every day.
every day.
When I watch you grow.
When I watch you grow,
Learn and play.
learn and play.
I'll love you and keep you.
I'll love you and keep you,
And hug you and kiss you.
and I'll hug you and kiss you
Forever and ever.
forever and ever
Never.
and ever.
And now it's time for our kids. It's your turn to repeat after me to your grown-ups. You are a blessing.
You are a blessing
Every day.
every day.
When you care for me.
When you care for me,
Help our family.
help our family.
I'll love you and keep you.
I'll love you and keep you,
And I'll hug you and kiss you.
and I'll hug you and kiss you
Forever and ever.
forever and ever
Ever.
and ever.
And for our last blessing, we're all going to repeat together and hug close. Huggle. That's like a snuggle and a hug together. May God bless you.
May God bless you.
May God keep you.
May God keep you.
Shine light on you.
Shine light on you.
Help you find peace.
Help you find peace.
May God watch you
May God watch you
and stay with you
and stay with you
forever and ever.
forever and ever
Never.
and ever.
Such a beautiful blessing. As you are, as we are singing our last few songs, we want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom, a Shabbat full of lots of huggles, snuggle hugs, and a Shabbat of health and happiness and joy, and of course, God's most precious gift, the gift of peace.
Thank
Time
you,
to
Rabbi.
Zoom.
Oh, I'm ready to Zoom. Are you guys ready to Zoom? Are we zoomed out? No, we have to finish Shabbat with
I have
Zoom.
Zoom fatigue, but I am willing to do it for this.
Okay, good. As long as we can be together when we do it. Okay, ready? Let's see how fast we can Zoom first. Zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly, zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly, zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly, zoom, golly, 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 zoom, golly, golly. Shabbat, Shabbat, shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat Shalom. Zoom gali gali gali, zoom gali gali, zoom gali gali gali, zoom gali gali, zoom gali gali gali, zoom gali gali, zoom gali gali gali, zoom gali gali. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Let's bring it, slow it down like a train coming to the track. Zoom gali gali gali, zoom gali gali, zoom gali gali gali, zoom gali gali, zoom gali gali gali, zoom gali gali, zoom gali gali gali, zoom gali gali.
It's always so fun to Zoom with you guys and all of you out there watching. And so now we sing our goodbye song. Shalom, shalom, Haverim. Shalom, Haverim. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you soon again. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. We'll see you soon again. Shalom, shalom, Haverim. Shalom, Haverim. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you soon again. Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Bye, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.